Hey, have you ever stopped to think that the language you speak every single day might actually be a math superpower? I know, it sounds a little out there, right? But today, we're going to explore this really cool connection between our words and how our brains crunch numbers. Let's dive in.
You've heard this one before, Cam, that some people are just natural math people. It's a super common stereotype, especially around here. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the real advantage isn't in our DNA, but in something we use every day? Our language.
Exactly. It seems it's not really about being smarter at all. The secret, the real game changer, could actually be hiding in the words we use. Yeah, the very words for numbers could be giving some of us a head start without us even knowing it.
So what is this language advantage? Well, it all boils down to speed. And to see what I mean, we're going to compare how we say numbers in Chinese, English, and our very own Bahasa Melayu. This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, just take a look at this. In English, you have 4, which is 1 syllable. In Malay, it's empat, 2 syllables. But in Chinese, it's just si, a quick little sound. Same thing for 7 versus tuju versus qi. You can already see a pattern emerging, can't you?
Now let's look at the whole set from 1 to 10. Just listen to the rhythm of the Chinese numbers. E, R, san, si, u. It's so fast and clean. Now compare that to Malay. Satu, dua, tiga, and then you get to the longer ones like sem, bulan. Each one takes just a tiny fraction of a second longer, but trust me, those little bits of time really add up.
And this chart here just makes it crystal clear. It shows the average number of syllables for the numbers 1 to 10. You can see it right there. Chinese number words are by far the shortest. English is in the middle, and Malay words are the longest. This isn't just a feeling. It's a measurable fact about how efficient the language is.
So, you might be thinking, okay, a few syllables, what's the big deal? Well, it becomes a huge deal when you have to memorize something every student knows and loves, or, dreads, the multiplication tables. This is where that speed and rhythm become a massive advantage. Just listen to how the times 2 table sounds in Chinese. E, R, C, san, liu. It's almost like a song, isn't it? It has this quick, catchy beat. The words are so short and rhythmic that it becomes this single little chant that's just super easy to remember. It gets stuck in your head.
Now, let's try that in English. Even if we shorten it, we get 122, 224, 326. It just doesn't have that same flow, does it? That extra length and the kind of clunky rhythm make it slower for our brains to process and lock into our memory.
So here's the bottom line. Shorter, rhythmic words are a massive help for your brain. Think of your short-term memory like the RAM on a computer. The fewer syllables you have, the less space they take up. This frees up mental energy, which lets you calculate way faster. Basically, it reduces what scientists call the cognitive load, which is just a fancy way of saying it makes your brain work less hard to do the math. And all of this brings us to the big picture. Understanding this isn't about saying one culture is better than another. Not at all. It's about totally reframing how we think about skill and talent, especially for something like math.
So let's be super clear here. The point is not that some people are just better at math. The real insight is that some languages can give their speakers a really powerful head start. It's a built-in advantage that starts from the time they're just learning to talk.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's from the source material and it says everything. For so long, we've been asking the wrong question. It's not about who's smarter. It's about which tool's better for the job. And in this case, that tool is language itself.
So that leaves us with one last, really fascinating question to think about. If something as simple as the length of a number word can have such a big impact, what other hidden superpowers, or maybe even weaknesses, are hiding in the language you speak every single day? Something to chew on, for sure. Thanks so much for joining me today.